Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today I'm going to be giving you my very sad update in my Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan. If this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, welcome! I am very happy that you are here. I do a ton of project panning and beauty content in general, so if that is something that you are into, you are definitely in the right place. And for all of my returning friends, welcome back. I love all of your faces and I am so happy that you are here for this very sad update. I'm not going to go into a ton of details because I've been a bit of a broken record about what's been going on in my life, but it has affected my panning journey a little bit, although, to be fair, I've also gotten quite a few new palettes in recently that I've wanted to play with, including what I'm wearing today, which is the Oden's Eye Hella palette. So, you know, I could blame my personal life, but let's be honest. That's not the whole story. Okay, let's quit rambling and let's talk about the eyeshadows that I'm currently working on in this project. I am currently working on 5 eyeshadows with the ultimate goal of hitting pan on them. However, I have given myself the ability to roll a shadow out if I've used it 30 times, but I have not yet hit pan, because I figure if I've used it 30 times, either pan is right around the corner or it's not coming. So, the first one that we're going to talk about comes from my Lime Crime Venus XL2 palette. This has been in, I'm pretty sure, the longest at this point. I'm working on this shade Locust. It is this one right here. Hopefully it's coming across on camera. I've got a dip going on in here. I really do. I don't think it's a very strong dip, but the dip is there. And I don't know how deep these pans are, so this will be with us for a while. I have used it an additional 4 times since our last update for a total of 17 uses overall in this project. So we're only about halfway to that 30 usage threshold, and I'm interested to see what it will look like, because I have a feeling I might hit 30 uses before I hit pan. I mean, I know the packaging is deceptive, like that's a lot thicker than I think it actually is. I have a feeling that there's just a lot of blank space in here. But even with that being said, these are very tightly packed in here, so I don't know, friends. I don't know. The next shadow that I'm working on is coming from Oden's Eye. This is from the Freya palette. I'm working on the shade Tor. This is a shadow that I have tried really hard to use a lot, but it really does take over the look. This is a very intense orange matte shadow, and thankfully it's not super tightly pressed. So it does have a bit of kick up. It picks up very easily on the brush, but it really does take over the look quite a bit. I have used this an additional 6 times since our last update for a total of 11 uses in this project, and we're gonna be keeping it around for a little while longer. I enjoy this palette and I enjoy this shadow. I just can't reach for it every single day because it is the star of the show for sure. The next shadow that I'm working on is from Fenty. This is the Moroccan Spice palette. I don't believe you can get this palette anymore. The shade that I'm working on is this shade right here called Spice Trip. I hope you can see there is a little bit of a dip going on in there as well. So again, I've been using these shadows. They're just slow moving, it seems. I've used this shade an additional 6 times since our last update for a total of 15 uses in this project. So we're trucking right along. I am also using a shadow from my BH Cosmetics Lost in Los Angeles palette. This was rolled in at the last update. We rolled in the shade The Hills, which is this really, really pretty sparkly shade right here. Now, this one I have used 6 times, but I'll be honest, more often than not, I've used it as an inner corner highlight rather than all over the lid. I have used it all over the lid once or twice, I don't recall, but mostly it's been inner corner highlights, so that's why you're not seeing a lot of progress there. And then finally, I do have a shadow from my Wilderness palette, which I absolutely love this palette so much. I rolled in at the last update the shade Marigold. I think you can see I do have a bit of a dip going in there. I really enjoy this shadow a lot. I love its mustardy yellowiness, but that it has kind of a grungy, greeny brown undertone to it. It's a really interesting shadow and I like it a lot. I have used it a total of 7 times since since it was rolled in rather. So this is the one that I think I have probably the most confidence in being able to hit pan on. I've never hit pan on a Beauty Bay eyeshadow before, but a lot of the people that I follow on Instagram have, and they've said it's been relatively easy. They've said that the pans are somewhat shallow, and I'm hoping that they're right. Like I need a little bit of a win here because it's going slowly. Again, I've told you why. It has to do with the fact that I've got a lot of new eyeshadows in my life, and I'm in this place that I kind of find myself in a couple of times a year where I have allowed myself to purchase new items and I'm really excited about them, but I also feel guilty about using them because it means that I'm neglecting my projects, not just this one, but I've got shadows going in other projects too. And so I'm in this sort of weird like headspace. Like I feel guilty not using the new things that I've purchased, but I feel guilty not using the things that I'm project panning as well. So it happens, like I said, a couple of times a year. Hopefully once I get into the new house and I get everything set up and I'll start feeling a little bit more myself, and maybe that'll help with my mojo. I don't know, but I warned you at the beginning this was going to be a kind of lackluster update, although I'm sure you got that from the timestamp and that this is a short video. So hopefully next month we'll have some more movement going on. You'll definitely see a much different environment behind you at that point because we do have an official closing date on the new house. I'm very, very excited. So we'll definitely be in a new space very soon, very soon. I can't wait. As always, everything that I am working on as well as everything that I'm wearing is going to be linked in the description box below. And if you have not yet subscribed, I hope that you'll consider doing so. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.